Hey yo, it is I the Great Talk when I finally have all six of the Toamata. So, I'm back from vacation. I have all six of these. I got all of them before it, but I've been planning this video since like May when I got him incomplete, but we don't ignore that. I have all six of them now. They're here. I'm going to do a review of them, and I'll do a review of some. I'll look over some of the canisters. I don't have all of them. I only have two of them. And one of them is cool, so yeah. Let's get into the first one. I'm going to go in order of I don't know. Just going to go in order of them in some fashion. I don't know. I'll figure it out. You'll figure it out too. Let's go. So, starting with Tahu here. My man's got stuff. So, all of the Mata, just kind of going to get this out of the way right away. All of them have a gear function of some sort. Usually it's one, or not usually. Three of them have one arm, two of them have two arms, and one of the Padu has his legs. So they all do this. It's cool. And they also all have a unique eye color. Tahu's is pink, which I think is a very nice color. I have an extra of that piece actually. But yeah, they are pretty nice. They are floppy. Their geared arms are pretty floppy. They don't have knees, which is, I think, a little annoying, but I can get past it. They're still cool, even without knees. Also, they don't elbows on any of these either. But, at least on Tahu here, and some others, they have a little articulated hand. And I quite like this piece. It's very unique, very nice looking, with the axles. I mean, the axles are kind of weird. Some of them have a ball on the chest or the shoulders, and that's just for the combo models, the Kaita. I think some other combo models too, actually. And Tahu has his nice fire sword, not one of my favorite, but it's a nice piece. This one's actually in very good condition. I have other ones that are in really bad condition, or other one that's kind of beat up on the tip. So yeah, there's not really much else to look at here. I mean, the color scheme's nice. I like the orange and the red. It's very distinct. That's the thing about these original sixes. All of them are very distinct. Because later on, the Toa kind of get jumbled together a little bit. At least, like, you hit 2006, and that's the last year with their clones. After that, they're all unique. But these ones, they're all similar, but they all have something unique about them. And I like that. So, on to the next one. So here's Kopaka. He is my favorite one, personally. Again, he's got the nice arm function. His sword this time is more like a standard broadsword. At least for him, it's a broadsword. It's more of a short sword for any bigger characters. But it's a nice piece. I only have it in white, but I know it came in silver, black, and burnt orange, which I want to get all of them because I like it. His eyes are a transparent medium blue, I think, or that is transparent light blue. I can never remember the blues. There's so many shades of it. But he is actually notable because he's the only one of the regular, like this kind of standard torso build Mata that have a gray neck connector. All the other ones use black. My Anua has a gray one for his gearbox, but I don't know if that's correct. But, we'll roll with it. Kopaka has a unique arm in this case, where he's the only one of these original six that have this hand, or will have this as a hand. None of the other ones do that, which I quite like. They very well could have gone with the other one, but I like that they did this. The shield is a little small, I can't really use it super well, but it's cool. I like the concept, and that he has a unique silhouette and stuff. Also, his mask is really cool. I like the scopes and stuff. But yeah, he also has the ball. The torso build is exactly the same as Tahu's. And also, actually, this is notable. Him and Liwa have these slimmer shoulders, which I kind of like. Some of them have broader shoulders, but like it makes them distinct. I like it. So, on to the next one. So here's Liwa. This is one of my favorite ones, actually. I actually took him backpacking recently, so he's good for taking pictures with. But again, same arm. This time he has a nice axe. This weapon is huge, though, compared to the other ones, at least in terms of, like, this. It just feels a lot bigger, even though it isn't that much longer. His mask is also very weird. It's very, like, long. The size itself is not much bigger, but it's nice. Looks like a nose or beak or something. I don't know. It's cool. Happy. And his eyes are transparent neon green. Mine actually, to replace the eyes on mine, he came with yellow for some reason. And again, I'm also looking at the neck that it may as well start showing this. Since I showed Kopaka's, he has the black one. Most of them have the black. And also, Lee was weird. He has 2 floppy arms. So obviously he has his geared arm, which that's completely understandable. This one has always kind of perplexed me. Like, why? Why have a floppy arm? And I think it might be so that he can do this. That's my running theory anyway, so that he can kind of double hand his axe. But I don't think he ever does that, so I don't know. Also, ball. And his color scheme is quite nice too. It's a very, very common color scheme for just Lego sets in general. Like, I have an Ninjago set with this exact same color scheme, but it works. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. On to the next one. Anua. So, Anua, he's an interesting one. He has a unique build compared to the other ones. You see, he has this hunch. That's because his neck is attached via this Technic piece to his chest. And like I said, my Anua, he doesn't have that same connector, that double connector right here. Mine's gray. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be gray. I don't know. I haven't checked, so. Yeah, but it's a cool one. He's got just regular transparent green eyes. It's nice. I like how it's green because it kind of reminds me of night vision goggles or something. So that's a nice little addition there. This is also our first instance of the legs being flipped upside down. So on the other ones, here, I'm bringing Kopaka for example, the legs are the other way around. Nua's are that way. So it's kind of interesting tidbit there. I like this. He's one of the 2 that has double geared arms, so he can like dig. And these claws, they're such a nice piece. These were made in so many different colors, and I gotta say, I am very grateful because it's a very nice piece. And the gearbox is simple. One disadvantage with this gearbox though is his arms can't really pose individually. Like if you put an arm up, it kind of like messes with the weight distribution a little bit, so things like kind of get moved around and stuff. But that's okay. These aren't really made to be posed around that much anyway, I don't think. They're very good toys though. I like them. Diggy hole. So on to the next one. So Golly is our other multi-gear one. So she has the double on hers as well, only she has the full neck. Also, her eyes are transparent yellow. I think it might be a different yellow color because a lot of my other transparent yellow pieces don't look like this, but I don't know. Also, she's the only one to have a transparent mask by default. All of them do have a cow, but none of them come with it. Golly's the only one that comes with this piece. It's a nice piece. I like how it looks like goggles and a snorkel and stuff. But again, double arm. Very nice color scheme too. This is a really common color scheme as well, but it works super well. Also, upside down legs. Just kind of an interesting thing again. And her weapons are hooks. I like these weapons. They're really nice. These are also in like every single color imaginable, almost. So, yeah, I like them. Also, she has pins. This is our first instance of seeing pins. So these are also for the Toa Kaita, because they needed to like have stuff connect and stuff. She's dusty. All of them are dusty. Oh, mine's loose. So her and Pahadu have pins on some parts so that they can actually combine into the full thing, the full Toa Kaita. Also, she has a hand connector on her torso instead of a ball. So yeah, that's a thing. On to the next one. So finally here, we have Pahadu, Thickums himself. This is one of my favorite ones just because of the fact that he is 100% unique. No part of him is really that much similar to any of the other ones. So he has an upside down torso, which is quite interesting, because his function is that he kicks. So he comes with this rock, which is really cool. He's the only one of the mods that come with any system pieces. Like some of the others come with like other Technic pieces. So like here's the pins on Pahadu, and they all have like some sort of connector axles and stuff. But none of them come with a system piece aside from Pahadu. And the rock's just empty, there's nothing in there. But it's so that he can kick it, so kind of again like that didn't work. At least not super well, so let's even get that again. Oh, that worked. So he kicks it very nicely. He's also the only one to have foot attachments. And these pieces also have been recolored, but only in silver to my knowledge. They might have come in some other colors somewhere, but I've only seen them in silver and tan. It's a nice piece, actually. It's very thin. Like, looking at it from most angles, it looks pretty wide, but then you look underneath and it's like, oh, that's really thin. But it's cool. It makes it so that, like, his foot is... Actually, the larger foot makes him balance better, as I discovered on my trip that I went on. I brought him, and he kind of just like, I could kind of stick him wherever, and he kind of stood most of the time. Granted, I hadn't cleaned out his sockets, so he wasn't loose. He was kind of stiff. He used to be stiff, no he's not. He's also one of the only others to have this hand piece. Oh wait, yeah, you mentioned that Lewa. Lewa has this hand too. He has it, but it has a weird finger thing. Looks like a gun. Anyway, back to Pahadu. He has his hand too, and he also has his arms attached backwards. So instead of it being these being attached like this or like this, they're attached backwards, so his arms can actually be like down and not like at a weird height. You know, his mask is also nice, very aerodynamic, very nice. I actually have a slight flex here. I have a silver one. It's cool. His eyes are transparent neon orange, very nice color. Then he has the two balls on his shoulders. He's only the one that has a weird... He also has this weird thing with his neck, because obviously they had to attach it through the middle here. He nods his head. And the piece to, like, remedy to that exists in this set. It's right here to lock his left leg in place. I don't know why they didn't use it on his neck. I don't really mind it, but I know other people have complained about it in the past, so there's that. So, onto the canisters now. So the canisters aren't super remarkable, but they are good to look at. So they all have this, and that's the box art, this is Kopaka's. They all have like the art of the character. Some of them they're all unique. Also, all of them have unique lids. You'll see that on the other one I have. But Kopaka's is silver. All of them have a unique color that kind of corresponds with their color scheme. And they also have this art on the back here, and this actually spins, so you can move this sleeve around. You can see all the other Toa with their mask codes and stuff, and the canister code, which you would have been able to use on Bionicle.com back when these were still releasing. So that's cool to see. And then it did come with a CD, with a mini CD. I didn't have that. And then it also came with a poster at some point, which is saying. And also, it shows bits of the instructions, too, which I think is really cool. I have literally never seen this anywhere else on any other LEGO set. So, yeah. It's quite nice. It's like the lid just threads on. Very, very hollow. Made to hold the character in there. And then that's what the lid looks like. It looks like a Suva, kinda. And you can put the mask there. I don't think they came with the mask on the top. I haven't really looked into how they looked when they were sealed, but here's the other canister. Ooh, I forgot it had stuff in it. So, I just dumped the stuff out. I didn't want to listen to it. But this one is Pahadu's canister, as indicated by this nice kind of tannish lid. I really like this color. To my knowledge, it's like one of the few pieces in it, so it's nice. But you can see all the different art just kind of exposed here, without the sleeve. It's a little bit of a shame that I don't have the sleeve on this one, but like it's still cool to look at. And it is Bahadu, as you can see, he has his instructions on there. And this is kind of the same as that one. I just wanted to show off this because I would not have peeled it off myself. It looks cool. I like it. Also, I want to show off one more thing. So all 6 of the Toa came with alternate masks, a set of 5 alternates compared to what they had. So I don't have many of them. I only have these 3 of Bahadu's, but I think they're interesting to look at because it's just like the regular mask. Like, so this is the Akaku or Kopaka's mask in brown to go with Bahadu, and it's just like they all had them, and it's cool that they actually made them. So these are super useful for mocks and stuff. As kind of expensive as they are, they're nice. I might collect all of them. Who knows? But then you have Onua's here, the Bakari. This is actually a lot easier to see the details on camera than Onua's with my lighting. Because the way my lighting is, it's kind of hard to see any of the details on Onua's face. So it's kind of what we get to see here. It's very nice. I like these. The alternate colors, they're interesting to look at. And then here's the Miru or Liwa's. Oh, also, I think, where is it? Somewhere in here, you might be able to see it. No, not the lighting. There's a code on the inside of this one. You can see it better on this one. Yeah, you see there's the number and 2-letter code on the inside of the masks. But yeah, it's very interesting. So that's probably going to be it. That's about it for this video. I've been wanting to make a video on the modded since I got all 6 of them. It's not a flex. Everyone has done this kind of video before. I don't care. I wanted to make it. So I guess that's it. Ciao.